Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about subtle signs of covert narcissism. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out new content. Now let's get going. As we know that these covert narcissists are a little shy, concealed, and they are not as outgoing and as expressive as the grandiose or the overt narcissists. These narcissists are very difficult to spot, and these narcissists, the covert narcissists, might appear very needy, vulnerable, someone who has been victimized and who has been brutalized and tortured, and people have done them wrong. That is how they appear, and they easily blend in. They don't stick out or stand out. So, what are the subtle signs of covert narcissism? So, the first sign is humble bragging. Yes, these covert narcissists are big time into humble bragging. So, if you need, to speak to them, or if you want something, or if you want to talk out, something with them, they are going to pretend as if they are very busy, they are overloaded, and they have a lot of things on their plate. They have to do their garden, dishes, they have work pressure, they have to take care of the kids, so much of things on the plate, and they really don't have time and energy, but they can spare 5 minutes, yeah, to you. So this is how they humble brag, and this is to basically make you feel obliged, out of their busy schedule, out of all those runs and stressful chores that they are involved in. Still, they took out 5 minutes for you. Yeah, so they make sure that they pass this message across. They keep you reminded that out of their all that complicated and hectic schedule, they have given you 5 minutes. So this is how they humble brag. The next sign to look out for is that these covert narcissists, exhibit a lot of, this being overly virtuous, and how people have demonized them for being virtuous and honest. Yeah, they will pretend to be very virtuous, and they will have a story to tell you that how they were abused, how they were cheated, how the world wronged them for being virtuous and for being honest and for being that good and generous, how the world, treated them horribly and cheated them and destroyed them. How, the world, is a bad place for these covert narcissists, and these covert narcissists are all alone and they need someone to rescue them and help them restore their trust back in life and back into people and in the world. So this is how these covert narcissists are. So they act overly virtuous, and someone who is suffering because of being virtuous. The next sign that you can observe is that these covert narcissists have a lot of fake superficial concerns. So when they are face to face with you, they might be like, oh, I'm seeing you after such a long time, I'm so sorry for your loss, oh my god, your health is deteriorating, why don't you take care of yourself, why don't you eat well, blah 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 blah, just for a short while. And when you are gone, you're away, they hardly care, they hardly message, they hardly mail, they hardly talk, they are least bothered. So when you come across, they might give or show all of these fake superficial concern, but when you are away, it's all gone. They are busy in their own shit show, and you are busy in yours. The next sign is that these covert narcissists would love to hear your problems, yeah, and they wouldn't talk about their problems. I mean, for example, if you're a stranger, if you're not a supply, so they are going to hear you out, hear your problems, and they are going to do that data collection. What are your vulnerabilities, what problems you have gone through? They are going to do all that assessment, and they're going to record all the information, only to be used to manipulate you and to be used against you later. Yeah, so they are good data collectors and they listen to your problems, but they don't, talk about their problems. But if you have already been, a supply to them, or if you have become a supply for them, they are going to keep on talking about the problems. Yeah, so things are a little different when you are not their supply. They will keep, digging and keep finding out what your problems are, what your vulnerabilities are. And the moment you take up the role of the rescuer and you are their supply, and you are the one who is going to, fix everything, restore their trust in humanity, people and world, that is the time, they won't be interested in your problem. That time things are going to be different. It will all be about their problem. Yeah, and you have to fix it, you have to rescue it. So this is how things are with covert narcissists. The next subtle sign, of covert narcissism is that these covert narcissists are unable to, have deeper conversation in relationships. Their conversations are very superficial. Get me this, get me that, I don't have this, I don't have that. That's all. It's very material. They don't talk on that, emotional level, and they are least concerned about that as well. So things are not that deep when you talk, or when you are engaging in a conversation with a covert narcissist, or when you are in a relationship with a covert narcissist. It's all about fixing their problem, rescuing them, and that's it. They are not interested, in knowing your problems, or understanding how you feel, or what your needs are, or what you are looking at. They are not interested. So things are not deep, it's very superficial. So the next sign is they lack curiosity. So these covert narcissists, believe that they know everything, they know it all, and that's it. And they are not even interested in knowing what you like, what your preference is, and how you feel about things. And they are not interested. They know everything, what they need to know, and that's it. And they are solidified, saturated, and they are very rigid. So there is no room for change, there is no room for upgradation, there is no room for any amount of new information that can be absorbed. There is no room for any of those. And they know it all. And whether you are a supply or not, they hardly care what you like and what your preference is. So it's always about them, what they think, what they feel, what they know. That's what matters. What you think, what you feel, that's not their cup of tea. That's your business. That's not their business. Yeah. You just have to keep doing what they want you to do. The next sign is that these covert narcissists have their own version of time management. Yes, your time management or a usual time management, might be very different from the version of time management that they have. They might take their own sweet time, to do things, do it in a wrong way, lengthy way, and not utilizing the time. They are not into that. They like wasting, complicating things, and stressing about things, and overindulging into tedious activities, whereas in those activities can be done in a couple of minutes more smartly and efficiently, with the help of some machine, or if you work it out properly, and if you do it in a systematic way. So they don't believe in all that. Yeah, they have their own version of doing things, and they have their own version of time management, and they are never wrong. That's the right way. So there is no point in teaching them, or trying to show them the other side, that things can be done more efficiently, and a lot of time can be used in a productive way. They are least interested. They know what they are doing is right. Yeah. The next sign is that these covert narcissists are very concerned, and they are very curious to know how others feel about them. Yes, because they have a lot of insecurities. These narcissists are built up, you know, of insecurities. So they want to, look vulnerable. They want to appear, virtuous, as well as victimized, someone who has suffered a lot because of being virtuous, someone who's morally correct, someone who's ethically correct, and they want to know how others feel about them. Yeah, they're very conscious. And if you tell them that others find you idiotic, then they're going to lash out. Yeah, you're going to cause a narcissistic injury. And the covert narcissist is just going to flare up and throw rage at you. So never do that. But yes, these narcissists are quite concerned as to how others feel about them. They're very image conscious, these narcissists. Overall, whether it is overt or whether it is the coverts, they all are concerned about their image, that they need to look good. These coverts have their victim thing. The grandiose ones have their grandioseness and all of that. So but both are hungry for attention, and both really care what others think about them and feel about them. And the last sign is that these covert narcissists really don't need your suggestion and feedback, and they don't appreciate it. The moment you start giving them some suggestion and feedback, they might run away saying, oh, I've got something on the stove. Oh shit, I just left something in the library. Wait, let me get it back. They are just going to run away, and they're just going to try and distract you or change the topic and go on to something else. So they really don't appreciate any kind of suggestion and feedback. They know it all, and what they know is right and is working for them, and that's the best way out there. And they don't need all of these things from you. They need their material stuff. They want you to be their supply. If you can do that and provide that, that's it. Keep your suggestions to yourself, keep your feedback to yourself. They don't need it. Suggestions and feedbacks are given to those who are open to change. But these narcissists, whether it's covert or overt, they are perfect. They are perfect, and they don't need to change. They don't have any flaw. Yeah. So they had been living a lie, because of their insecurity, and that lie has become their reality. And because of that, there is a lot of obsessions and compulsions, and they do a lot of nonsensical things to keep up with the uh, false image that they have created about themselves. So yes, these were the signs of a covert narcissist, these subtle signs to look out for. And in case if I have missed in something, you can always comment below, and please like, share, subscribe the channel, and lots of love and blessings to all of you. And please take care of yourself. Say no to abuse, say no to toxicity, and try and stay away from narcissists. Bye.